What if I told you that the United States government was going to allow illegal immigrants to come in, take your job, and they would be perfectly accepting of that fact? Well, guess what? This is not a rumor. This is actually happening right now. Many people are losing their jobs because immigrants are coming in and they are taking them. And the United States government is allowing this to happen. And in fact, President Biden has actually done some stuff to make it easier. I'm going to break down what's going on, but just so you know, your personal finances, these are at risk because your income is now being targeted. So I'm going to break down what's going on in just a moment. All I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. On a daily basis, I talk to dozens of people. On a daily basis, I also communicate via email and through just YouTube. I talk to hundreds of people. And every single person that I talk to is concerned. And they're concerned because we have thousands upon thousands of people entering the United States illegally at this time. Now, that's a little bit of an issue, but the big issue, and again, there's security issues here, there's other things, but today I want to talk about them coming after your jobs. Now, most people are going to be perfectly safe. If you are a business manager, you own your own business, you're probably going to be just fine. If you are some type of financial accountant, you do something, you're a CEO, CFO, whatever, you're probably going to be just fine. It's the lower income earners that are going to feel this the most. The majority of Americans are going to be at risk. Here's why. Right now, U.S. layoffs, they have reached a 14-month high. This article from Reuters says it's amid government and tech cutbacks. However, it's not just government and tech that are laying off employees. We are seeing stores just close down. Macy's is closing 150 stores. We know the Dollar Tree is going to close 1,000 stores. Best Buy is closing stores. Target is closing stores. Walmart is closing stores. When these stores get closed, guess what? They do not just relocate all those employees. In many cases, and in most cases, they are actually laying them off because they have no use for them at another store. Now, I bring this up because of this right here. It says Tyson Foods is hoping to hire thousands of migrants for labor manufacturing jobs. Now, I bring this up, and I'm going to use Tyson Food as an example because they were the one that really came out and publicly shared this information. Other companies have done so as well, but they aren't as big as Tyson Foods. Here's what we know. Tyson Foods wants to hire more than 52,000 asylum seekers for a factory job. This comes right after, just look at this. It says the massive hiring push comes at the same time Tyson is shuttering multiple plants in places like Iowa and Arkansas. This is the concern, and I told you this about 8 months ago. To be ready, because what's about to happen is we are going to see people that are coming into the United States. They are going to be the first choice for these companies. They're going to be the ones hired first because they're accepting a smaller salary. They're not asking for all these additional benefits. But guess what Tyson Foods is doing? They say they're going to hire 52,000 asylum seekers. They want to start them off at $16.15 or 50 cents per hour. Okay, so that is more than double the federal minimum wage. And now they're going to offer them benefits. Here's what they're going to give them. The company says they're going to allocate $1.5 million a year for legal aid services. They're also going to provide new employees with temporary housing. We do not know for how many months, though. They're going to have on-site childcare, a relocation stipend. They will offer transportation and even paid time off so you can go to your court dates or just so that you can get used to your new home. This is what they're going to offer. Now, again, the crazy part about all this is that We are allowing this to happen. Now, I want to be very clear on something. There were a lot of reports and there's a lot of misinformation saying that Tyson Foods was going to hire illegals. Now, they're hiring people that are pretty much undocumented. They are asylum seekers, people that are coming in, claiming asylum. They're getting their appointment, but yet they have to wait. This is the reason why many people are very upset by this, is because let's say you want to go and work, and the business is asking for your social security card, they want some references, whatever. The problem is, for people that come into the United States, it's almost harder to get a job. Or for people that are in the United States, it's almost harder to get a job than those that are just now coming in. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying that he's thinking he should just pretty much give up his U.S. citizenship, go down to Mexico, come over illegally, because he's going to get more stuff then than he's getting now. How crazy is that? But I want to show you something. This is actually just from today. It says Biden extends some immigrant work permits, potentially saving thousands of jobs. Now, what President Biden just did is he changed the employment authorization documents, the EADs. So now, instead of from 180 days, it goes to 540 days, which is an additional 360 days. So if your documents haven't been renewed, you can now go and do this. Okay, you got more days, so you're good. You can keep working. But here's the thing. We are seeing thousands upon thousands of immigrants coming into the United States at this time. Now, are some of these coming in and because they are, really afraid of where they live and it's just not a safe place? Yes. The United States has always been one of those, countries that allows people to come in, and gain status here. The concern, though, and I've talked to many people that own their own business, and a lot of them are saying the concern right now is, in order for them to keep up with the other guy, their competitors, they almost have to lay off employees and then hire people at a lesser rate. I have a friend who has a business. I'm not gonna say what it is, but he said he had to lay off like 34 people, and this was over the past few months. I think 34 people he had to lay off, and he slowly laid them off, and it was because they wouldn't accept a lower rate. They wanted a certain amount. Now he's still paying them over minimum wage, but now he hired 17 asylum seekers with work permits, but he's paying them minimum wage. And he said the only reason why he did this and he had the conversation with his employees was because he told them, in order for me to keep giving you guys work, you're going to have to accept a lower hourly rate. And the 34 said no, they couldn't afford that. So he let them go, and he brought on new workers who, just so happens they were asylum seekers. You recently got their work permits, and now they're able to work in the United States. So this is kind of what's happening. But this is also one of the reasons why it says almost 1 in 3 Americans have layoff anxiety in 2024, because they have no idea if their job is going to be safe or if their income is still going to be there in the next day, week, or potentially month. So we'll see what happens moving forward. All I can tell you right now is if you have one income, which the majority of Americans do, well, your income is now at risk because you could be laid off any day now, and they could give your job to somebody else. So we'll see what happens moving forward. All I can tell you is I will be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.